How you doing, YouTube? Matt Master Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of Treehouse Jams in the form of their East Hill. I could have sworn I reviewed this beer before, but I haven't, so I'm going to do it now. This can comes courtesy of my boy Keith. He came back from up New England way, and the spoils, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So this is, I believe this is an American Pale Ale of the Hazie variety. What else it says on this can? It says, we're excited that you are holding this delicious Pale Ale by Treehouse Brewing Company. East Hill is a beer originally brewed 4 years ago to celebrate a period of great transition for our brewery. It features Citra, Simcoe, Galaxy hops that extrude intense fruit characteristics without overwhelming the palate. It is a result of our unwavering dedication to fresh, progressive, and delightful beer. So you're talking about American Pale Ale. Or they just call it a Pale Ale. So I'm assuming, give or take, around the 5% range. Label-wise, fantastic. Treehouse has always done really nice labels, but something about, silhouette and that kind of land of the rising sun kind of Japanese kind of influence with that kind of color of that sun rising over top is just really good imagery when it comes to can art. There we go. Anyway, yeah, she looks like the Haze. Rich, creamy, kind of OJ looking. Very original sounding. Let's get a nose. I think I'm going to like this one. Yeah, I mean, it really, honestly, to me, doesn't smell a lot like a Treehouse beer. Not necessarily a bad thing. You are getting those gobs of those fruit portions of the show. It's a melange, a mixture of like a, what am I thinking of here? Because it's your typical citrus, grapefruit, all that bullshit. A little bit of pineapple, but there's some kind of sweetened, like, tropical fruit. I just can't put my finger on that's in there. So it's a fruit medley with just a little bit, maybe leaning a little bit more in that sweetened kind of tropical fruit kind of realm. But there's this cool green grassy component into it that gets a little bit towards kind of tomato stock. It doesn't get there, but it's just not that straight green grass. Yeah, she smells nice, man. Pretty vibrant in that green section, in that effervescent kind of eucalyptus minty kind of way I talk about every now and then. Yeah. Low ABV jams, baby. Cheers. Okay. That's crazily drinkable. Super soft mouthfeel, albeit just a touch chalky. It's like, I thought it was going to be like, ooh, this is going to be cool and dry. It's just soft, chalky component to it. It doesn't make the beer off-putting to me. Just kind of goes past where I want it to go when it comes to the dryness and adds a little bit of texture to the beer, but not in a super negative way. Outside of that, the mouthfeel's nice. It's okay. It's nothing too crazy. You'd expect it to be a little bit bigger based off of the look and the kind of beer you're looking for and what you'd expected from Treehouse in the past. But the flavors really do drink quite well. I mean, you're getting that way undersweetened than what you expect based off of the nose, kind of fruit medley. Again, we're starting to lean a little bit tropical fruit, but again, underripe and not overly sweet. And then that green portion doesn't rear its head as much as I thought it would, but it's there. It is more that soft green grassiness. I like it. I think it's a fun beer. I think it's a drinking beer. This is where it kind of like annoys me when it comes to like some of these kind of boutique breweries that just, sell beer by the beer or in limited editions. As I'm not begrudging them for being popular or having that business model, but sometimes I get a beer from these guys and I'm like, okay, I want like a half a case of that to just pull out of my fridge whenever I would like. That's where this beer lands. It's giving me low ABV, I assume, being a pale ale, but it's giving me that high impact. It's drinking above its weight class, while at the same time giving me the kind of flavors I really enjoy at a lower ABV. So you're getting sweetness, but not overly sweetness. Dryness, maybe a little bit too dry for me, but still makes me want to go back for more. And when you get that little bit of soft minty greenness, it just always turns me on. So I think this is a really tasty beer. Fun stuff. Thank you very much, Keith. Let's talk about it. It's one of the better lower ABV pale ales I've had. Like, yeah, absolutely. Even with that little bit of subtle chalkiness to it, I still really dig it. There's ones that do it better for me, but this is quite nice. Value and availability. It's Treehouse. Their prices are typically not that horrible, believe it or not. Brewery only. That's their shtick, and leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like pale ales, low ABV pale ales, and you want impact in a good way from a low ABV pale ale. It's not overly sweet. It's not overly bittering. It's more of a drinking beer, but with impact enough to make you be excited about what you're drinking, not just beer. I know that sounds kind of meh, but it's not, I assure you. So if you like your lower ABV pales that really give an impact, we're talking about your hop butcher pales, those kind of beers, you'll dig this. It might not be as electric as those, but what it loses slightly in impact, it gains in drinkability. And that's a pretty cool fucking thing. There you go. Another review in the books for you date Nazis out there. I forgot to cover it. This is less than a month old, probably about 2.5 weeks old. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little bit of East Hill right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers. It's over here, the beer.